Okay, so here we are with the first of two different types of problems. So you'll see another video called Practice 2. This is Practice 1. Okay. This is talking about law of cosines when you're given side angle side. SAS. Who remembers their geometry? Loves that acronym. Okay. So we're going to have two sides and an angle given to us in a triangle, and then we're going to have to find the other side that's missing. So let's first draw the triangle we're talking about as I read the problem. We have a triangle UVW. There we go. And we have it given that the side U is 8.1, the side V is 8.4, and that the angle W is 102 degrees. Okay, so there's our picture. If you want to have a thought, obviously this is not the scale. This is not a 102 degree angle like you would think, but it's just for show. I probably should have just moved it around so that this one up here was the 102, but you know, whatever. It's not for show, it's just to show you how the math really works. So you can see there's two sides surrounding an angle, side angle side, right? And that's what we're going to use to help us find what the side length W is. Okay. And do note that when we get to the final answer, we're going to need to round it to the nearest tenth. So that means I'm going to be playing it pretty safe. I'm going to be keeping all the numbers exact as I put them in the calculator below. Okay. Just follow along and we will get through it. So let's talk about what formula version we use. Recall, we're trying to find W. So on the left side, which is usually the thing you're trying to find, we're going to put W squared. All right, very easy, very simple. Then you just fill it out with the Pythagorean theorem you know, right? It's the other two sides you add up, U squared and V squared. And then you have to subtract 2UV cosine of big W, because that's the side we're trying to find. We want the angle that's given to us here. All right, so this number W goes right in here, cosine W. Pretty simple, actually. So let's go ahead and plug our numbers in. Plugging your numbers in, you're probably going to have to use a calculator for all of these because they're not all that conveniently lengthed out. It's delta math thing. Okay. We have U as 8.1. I'm squaring that. I have V as 8.4. I'm squaring that. And then I'm subtracting 2 times 8.1 times 8.4, and then times cosine of 104. I believe that's the one, right? 102, sorry. So undo that. 102. Okay, there we go. Okay, dokie. So then, when we put these into the calculator, then we can get a decent idea of where this is at. You can try to put it all in one string if you want. That's up to you. I will be doing that since it will kind of show you how this all works and how you don't really need anything else other than Delta Math's built-in calculator. So there's my 8.1 and 8.4 squared, and then I have to subtract 2 times, 8.1 times 8.4 times cosine 102. And the cosine, just check out real quick. We are in degree mode, so we should be good on that. And it spits it out as 164.4626. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click enter. That way it'll save my work. And of course, this is all equal to W squared. Wow, I didn't like that. Zoom did not like that. That's equal to W squared. So what we need to do is we need to square root it. W equals the square root of 164.46. So in here on the calculator, when I square root the answer, it gives me 12.82, which means if I'm going to round to the nearest tenth, it's 12.8. All right, so let's go ahead and plug that in here. Let's see if we got the answer correct. Ding dong, we got it. All right, so here's their triangle. You can see their example triangle is also similarly not scaled. Okay. You can tell they put it at a slightly better angle. Okay. And then they use the formula, okay, and they plug in all the things they need. Right. It looks exactly the same as what I got over here. Okay. They do take it step by step. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. The calculator will do it all for you if you can use it that way. They did not round to the very end. That's something I figured out with Delta Math, is that if you're not so confident in their rounding or in your rounding, try to round at the very end instead of in the middle. So that is all for practice 1. Practice 2 is going to be the next one.